That's my job.
All right. Well, we should be live here, I believe. We'll figure out if we have sound in a minute. So, welcome to the world of Harthron. This is the Grey Guardian session T33, entering the palace, or as the dungeon master Bilbo here, your host, says, finally entering the palace. At least that's my hope. We'll see if they make it to the front door or past the front door, even. But I think they got a good plan, so we'll see what happens here. With that, Garther, why don't you give us a recap of our last session since you were the hero of it?
Well,
Not really.
we entered the shore flames over there. What was the tavern called, or the arena? Marx's arena.
Yep.
And we entered and got a fight with me and Flamezor to fight one of the lower leveled fire giants of the bunch. And then we took that on with no problem, thanks to my dwarven thrower. And really pissed off the giants, got the crowd rowdy, made some quick coin because it was a really quick fight. Then the great Nordicon, who was a great battle master, fought many wars, actually saved Garther's bacon because all the giants wanted to take my head off and take the dwarven thrower from me. Then I fought the great Nordicon, even though I had terrible luck of the dice my way, and my dad had better luck. I wasn't able to defeat the great Nordicon, but got my life, and we're all here to take on the great Khan and have our plan all set now, I think.
Will one of us die, or will one of us?
Who knows? Flamezor may die today.
Nope, it's gonna
That
be
day.
Garther if anybody dies. It's gonna be Garther.
We're hoping that's not.
That's not the
Yeah,
case.
let's hope for the best.
Flemington's not dying. He has an AC of 22.
All right.
Oh my god. He's
Alright.
not dying at all.
So,
Yeah, he's not.
we will go ahead and start. The group has taken a long rest. Actually, through this, up at this point, we now have, yep, you can take a D20. Vega is now 12th level, and Garther just went up to 11th, and he's going to roll his hit points
Oh
live.
yeah.
A 10.
Maxed out.
And maxed out with
Wow.
a 10 on the
Nice.
die roll. So he didn't wimp out and take the average like Vega did. So what's your new hit points, Garther? So I have them recorded.
110.
110. So still
What level are you?
Flamezor
What level are you?
Flames are at the top.
at the
10.
top.
10th, not 11th.
So
Which
with
level I have
116.
Oh, you have one inspiration die? I have 3.
All right.
You gonna inspire us?
I actually might get
So you're actually gonna hit today.
All right.
My
So
head not, like, barely misses.
with that, the group is long rested. They've went shopping. They've purchased some items. They've cast a couple of spells. They've cast a seeming spell and non-detection on the first group that's going to try to enter into the Palace of Jazzabol. Here, it's the afternoon that they're heading out in a couple of rickshaws. Heading out there to Jezebel's palace, and
Nice wagon, nice chariot. Or,
okay, or wagon.
yeah, we're gonna-
Okay, you're taking a carriage.
Yeah, like the nicest we can hire.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can take a carriage out there for a gold piece. So, all right, and you guys will ride on out there. So you ride on. Through the district that you guys are in, and then you head into the palace district, the noble district, and it is walled, but you ride through with the carriage, and none of the Minbar guards there, or the Dow guard stops you. You guys just roll through. As I explained before in a couple of previous episodes back, here the streets are wide. The homes here are huge. They're not compact. Where you guys are staying, everything seems to be was on top of each other and very crowded. Here, the streets are very wide, and it's definitely not as crowded at all. It's still carriages or people walking down the streets, but not in these just massives where you guys just can't even walk or move. But you guys make it out here, and you make it to the lawn here in front of this palace. And as I said, what you see before you is this large palace that's covers quite a bit of a distance. But in the front, where you guys kind of pull up, and you still have to walk through the grass, is basically these columns built up, a stone walkway built up. There's also gold entwined along the pillars and along even the windows, illuminating this palace from afar. And as you guys step out of the carriage and make your way through the grass, you see these rather two large stone dogs, or look like dogs. And then as you guys approach and start heading up the stairs, you'll see another 4 smaller dogs, also of stone, and they all seem to be facing outward in their direction. And you come up on these 2 very large iron doors that has gold inplate, and designs all on the doors here. They are closed. You do see this large, right next to the side of the door, where it looks like this large gong, that there's a large, basically something you have to use with 2 hands to pick up and hit the gong on the side, maybe as a bell or entrance to gain audience. What do you guys do?
So first, I speak to the driver of the carriage and say, give him an extra gold piece and say, wait here for our return. We will
Okay. Sure.
we do not know how long we will be staying.
Okay.
Just remain here. So,
Go.
so he'll go. We'll go up to the door, and Rafiq's going to take out the potion of enhanceability, which is Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
Puts it in the remains
Take
in his
out a pocket flask.
Yep, little
Liquid courage there.
and exactly, and
I'll tell you.
rings-
Be brave, Claymore.
rings the gong.
Okay.
Urukai instead help me hold my knee forward.
All right. So you ring the gong. A couple minutes will go by. JD, can you put the 4 figures up at the front door?
These ones?
No, the 4
back
behind, the back 4.
These ones? Oh, yeah. I see them. Oops. There you go.
Okay. And so the door, a couple minutes goes by, and then the door opens, and at the door, opening the door, is this
Elephant.
You should shut your mouth.
There's actually 4 of them that you didn't know about.
Yeah, and they just suck your brains. Game over. There's this beautiful, thin, tall, very tall woman, probably 9 feet in height, with black hair, purple skin, and behind him, or behind her, sorry, behind her is a rather large. He's probably maybe about 12 feet in height, grayish color, bald, and then also behind them are three earth elementals, and she says, "Hello, how may I help you?"
Oh, I am sorry to disturb your residence. Myself and my mother are here for a short trip to your lovely city, but she insisted that we pay a visit to your palace. Are you the Lady Kian?
Yes, I am.
My name is Claymore Tideswell Balagar Lavu, and this is my mother, Marie Lavu. We've come here to perhaps parlay with you about some fine gems and such that my mother finds of interest, but I did not know that such a work of art would be already here to admire.
Well, thank you. Well, come on in, and we can talk some more. So,
Boys.
she invites you guys in.
Okay.
All right.
Do we recognize the large gray guy? Like what race it is?
He's a Dow.
Okay.
If Mario was there, his maul would have gone up.
And she is as well, correct?
Oh yes. Yep. But she's definitely. I mean, in the sense of the Dow that you've been seeing, mostly a lot of them have been larger, and fatter, than her. She seems very slender, for any of the Dow that you've seen, and seems to move with grace, as she just walks, as she brings you in here. So she brings you into this room, and there is, in the room that you're in here, it illuminates with more gold, along the walls, here, and the floor is polished blue marble, and the walls are just perfectly white marble, except for the gold inlays that are around. There's also a large candelabra above that's glittering, seems to be glittering gold light, as well. And there is two large white marble sculptures. They're athletic humanoid figures. One is male, one is female. And then beyond there is another set of large iron doors, once again with this gold inlay. There's some stone benches along the sides of the wall here. But she says, "So you're interested in purchasing gems?"
Yes, ma'am. I am absolutely taken aback with the splendor of your establishment. This is a fine home, the finest I have ever witnessed.
Well, if you think this is something, you're just in the foyer here.
Oh,
You see the rest of the house.
we have traveled many cities, but this has taken my breath away, ma'am. I am truly honored.
Nami, my eyes, they do not see as well as yours, and it's very bright.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. My mother does not prefer such grand lighting as it is. She, in her age, has become a little sensitive, as it were. It is also
Well,
Claymore,
then
don't
out.
talk about me business.
That out. I mean, I'm sure that at least outside our palace, she's been a little bit more pleased since it is dark here all the time.
yes, yes, it is.
Very much,
Although
ma'am.
although the pronounced weight of this atmosphere or this place is also quite unlikable to her staying very long.
Yes, if you stay here long,
homes.
you get used to it, but only if you live here a long time.
Yes, perhaps if we are to visit again, we shall invest in something of a magical nature to propel her with greater ease. I am,
I think
yes,
I've seen the
believe.
future, and I will not be traveling again.
Oh, you can see the future?
Sometimes I need the entrails.
Oh, okay.
Madame, yes, we are definitely interested in things such as your gems, which I have heard are absolutely superb. I am also,
Absolutely, we mine the finest mines in all of Terrain.
that is amazing, for all that we've seen here, clearly, all of this stonework was a masterful craft involved, and many of them, I'm sure.
Many.
I also have heard that you have quite a variety of slaves that you employ or keep track of. We have slaves on our plantation, as these are we treat these two as more family guards, but the humans and lizard folk from our swamps are quite good at working in the fields, but not very good with stone, as it were. But I do understand that you also trade back and forth in slaves, but I'm of great interest in how it is you keep them under such good control, as I've heard your mines produce quite a bit.
Well, that's more of for my partner. He handles the slavery part, so
Yes,
it's
but-
more of his business.
Jerome McCall, the, the, the wonderful Khan, as you have referred to him, yes?
Yes, the Khan.
Jazzabol Baranda Call.
Yes.
I've heard these names and they're so fascinating. But I'm new to this area, obviously. We'll be here shortly. But you said that this is merely just the foyer. I would not beg to impose, but if you are able at some point in the future, perhaps we could see more of your grand estate, grand palace.
That's a possibility. Well, let's first talk about business. So you're
yes,
interested
yes.
in purchasing gems?
Yes, mother is very particular about her needs and wants.
Yes, mon child, we seek the blood diamond, born of darkness, never see the light of day. We
Okay.
seek a ruby glowing the size of the troll heart. I need a black diamond, pure enough to trap the soul of a demon lord. And finally, most important, I need a diamond unbirthed that is still trapped in the earth valley, caught with the earth and rock.
Still, you want a diamond that's, from what I understand, you want to actually have a diamond that's still in the earth.
Yes.
I may have to endeavor to
That would mean
relate this information again, since my mother is a bit hard to understand for those who are not versed in our particulars.
Well, I understand you want a diamond, a black diamond, to capture the soul of a demon.
Yes, yes.
I understand that, and yes, we do have that, and then you also want a ruby
Yes, yes.
that we have too. and diamonds we have as well. But you want a diamond that's actually still implanted in our minds?
Oh, yes, we must say.
Well,
Well, that would entail that you would have to go with the Great Khan to the mine itself, which I mean, which
Not on these legs, must say.
I was gonna say, which would take some time.
how far away is this mine of yours? It's
I mean, the mine's a couple days
good
away.
travel. Yes. Well, perhaps there is some way that someone of your employer might be able to bring about such examples. I believe my mother is referencing not necessarily one that is currently in a wall, but perhaps as you mine them, you have them refined. I'm to understand. Yes.
Yes, we do
You
refine.
must break them out as you
Yes.
find them, and so perhaps it is the. But is that done at the mine, or is that done somewhere closer?
Well, that's more for talk. Maybe later on when we get to know each other.
Oh, indeed, indeed. I do not wish to know all of the particulars. Simply that if it is something that could be procured in a period of time,
Yes, it could be procured in a period of time.
may I?
So right now I'm actually hanging from Rubikai and Slither, so I'll say,
A seat somewhere. Sit down.
Sure. She points over to one of the benches along the wall.
Ah,
So
come-
do you
come now.
have Slither and
Come see.
Rubikai motion
yeah.
you
So,
over?
so it flicks her head over that way.
Okay, so they'll go take you, I'm assuming, over there and have you sit down on these white marble benches. So, well then, we have those gems that you are, you are seeking. How much were you looking at each one in the sense of value?
Man,
She's looking at me, bro.
Man Lavu, yes. I believe she is asking how much of a value all these particular gems or size or.
I cannot say without seeing. Let me
Perhaps.
show you that we are serious. I understand your existence.
And she'll open up her bag and hand it to Claymore, 100,000 gold in it.
Okay.
Now this is obviously a tidy sum for most, but for you I would not assume that it is.
So you're looking for a couple of, are you looking for multiple stones or just a couple of that are very highly valued? For example, that black diamond stone that you would like to procure. I mean, I have a variety in prices that I can sell you from, 5,000 all the way up to 100,000 just for the black diamond.
What
Decision.
I need to know it's pure enough to capture the demon soul.
Oh, I can guarantee you it's pure enough.
Perhaps a viewing of several of that kind, but we could arrange for such things. Perhaps it is not the best time to be here, or
No, this is good enough time. So I'm just in the sense that, I can bring a couple of stones here for you to look at. I would like just to know in the sense, are you interested in, what size stone and what size, I can bring it to have viewed, but if you want one as 5,000, I can bring one as 5,000. If you want one as 100,000, I can bring you that as well. That is what I'm asking. Is what stones would you like to look at? I'm not gonna bring them
How much for
all.
the one still in the earth?
The one in the earth,
Not birth, still in fucking stone.
that I don't know. You would probably have to negotiate that with the con and see. As I said, for that is such a rare request. I think there you would have to speak with the con on determining and him procuring that for you.
It's so heavy here. How long till he return?
He should be home in a couple of hours.
Some
We
man.
wait for him here. Maybe eat some food. The good eating make for a good trading, don't you think?
Yeah, possibility. Yeah, I'm sure. If you would like, yeah, I can. You guys can come in and we can talk some more here, and then
Perhaps if you do have stones of this black diamond variety,
yes.
we would start with something in the 20,000 gold piece range, and perhaps it might be good to have some up through the 50,000 gold piece range, and my
Come on,
mother
Claymore. You
will
so
determine.
hungry. Wait and see. We need the one that's not birthed yet.
I understand that is of the most significant importance. Yes, yes.
Well, if you don't mind, I can bring a couple of these so you can view these, and then we can talk further.
I think that would be a good thing to
Maybe we
keep
won't
us busy,
share.
but perhaps if there is time, then we'll wait for the con as well, and that would be. I feel much obliged for your courtesy, ma'am.
Okay, sure. One moment. And she'll open these great doors, and yeah, you see it opening up into another very large room. Her and the other Tao, as well as the three Earth Elementals, exit and close these iron doors behind them, leaving you four, in the foyer with these two large white stone marble male and female cross, and like I said, the benches. So,
Do the figures have armor and clothing or weapons?
no,
Sculptures?
no, mm-mm.
Their naughty bits are hanging out?
Their naughty bits are hanging out. Yeah, you can definitely tell male, female.
Are
Yep,
they
these
well endowed?
sculptures.
How tall are the sculptures?
They're probably a good 12 feet in height.
Okay.
So,
Can we tell the race?
they almost look human. You would think maybe they're human.
Wow.
I'll examine them and cast detect magic.
They're magical. Both of them.
They radiate magic. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'll study them to
Transmutation.
transmutation. Okay.
How long has it been that we've been there, Bill?
Just a couple minutes. I mean, since we've been
Okay.
talking, so not.
And she
long.
said a couple hours for Con to return, and we have right now the dwarves showing up in an hour.
Yep.
Yep.
So a good 10 minutes goes by, before the doors open back on up, and they don't close the doors; they leave the doors open, as they come through. And once again, now, each of the Earth Elementals have these black diamonds in each of their hands, so 6 of them, and she says, "Here is, here's different. If you want to take a look." And the Earth Elementals kind of come right up to the bench where Vega is sitting, and kind of go down to a knee, and to let her evaluate the 6 different black diamonds, and Kiana will say this one here is, worth 20,000, and then as we kind of go up here, this one, as you'll notice, is so pure and it's 50,000.
She'll lean forward and spit on the most expensive one, and then pause for a second, and then wipe it clean with her spit. Look deep into it.
That's how I look. I examine to see the flaws.
I guarantee you there's no flaws in that diamond, in any of these diamonds.
And then she looks up at the earth elemental.
Yeah, no insides, no future.
Yeah, they just ignoring you. All they doing is just holding the gems down.
Yeah, Rafika's looking up,
Good
looking at
slaves, no?
these two big statues. Now, these appear to be perhaps of human form, but they're much larger, just a representation of your acquiring. Are these subtly different? It is hard to tell. They appear to be human. Am I correct?
Yeah, they're sculpted in a sense of a human.
Quite a beautiful representation.
Yeah, they're very well done.
I believe you are of a more marvelous nature than our lowly human form, but we aspire to greater than our position.
This one will do.
So which one are you pointing at?
The most expensive one, of
The
course.
50,000? Okay.
I think he fit in there nicely.
She taps on Nargle's box.
So is there a particular demon that you are after?
Cannot talk. Names these powerful things.
No, you should never say a name of a demon. Well, what type of demon are you after?
Oh, cannot say more. We're not finding him. We're getting rid of him.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Usually that's the case. It's usually if there's a demon involved, it's usually you need to dispose of that demon or trap him. I'm
Trap
assuming.
him, and then I think we sell the gem to a more powerful creature.
No, that's not.
Be done with it for hell.
It's not bad. If you ever wanna, you can always return it here with it, and I'd purchase it back with the demon trapped in it.
Oh, that's
Like
good to
that
know.
will happen.
So she'll say, so if this is yours then we can go ahead and do an exchange here.
Oh, most certainly, ma'am.
Well, we must wait. We want to see how much for other gem. Can
Why?
you hold this, though?
Yes.
We would happily eat here with you. Wait for the Khan and make one big bargain. Maybe we trade the bloods too. I tell the future.
Okay.
Under a future.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So yes,
There you go with her bludgeon.
why don't you come on in and we will
Future.
have you as guests for the evening.
I see that the next people that walk
How
the
is
hill
this?
want to kill you.
How is it that these
Oh, wait.
elementals
I
are
see the future is death.
so obedient as well?
They follow my command.
What I could probably do with some of these around our plantation and elsewhere, but they are not. I have not seen one yet for sale.
You won't see these for sale at the typical markets. The only places you can purchase these are usually from the Dow nobles themselves. So there are certain things that only the Dow nobles are allowed to sell, and not the common folk,
That
or the
explains
commoners, or
much.
the Of course, there's illegal trading going on that my husband has to deal with on a daily basis. That where there's people that are selling things that are against our rules of selling, and that that can be the case. But only the Dow nobles are allowed to sell, like um, the earth elementals or even our Minbar guards.
Oh, yes.
Do we see any Minburs there?
No.
Again,
Hey, more.
that
I will talk
explains
to the
it.
driver. Ask how much for member.
Talk to the.
So I'm gonna have Slither and Robocat bring me back out to the wagon.
She's like, your driver, like, did you not hear me, ma'am? The only people that can sell the Minbars are the noble Dow.
I understand. Get our wagon. Stay here.
Your wagon can stay out in front as long as you want.
Alright. I'll be right back.
So I have to go out there, tell the driver I want him to wait for 5 hours. How much?
Whatever you'd like to pay, ma'am.
Don't have to pay that shit. Roll a D100.
Right. And times it by 10.
Alright, she gives him 42 gold.
I'll stay with you as long as you're here, wherever you want. I'll be your personal carriage.
Sheesh.
And then I'm gonna do
Just paid that man's whole week.
I'm gonna do a sending belt to the to Butron,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, so how long before I do this? How long has it been, Bill? It's been like an hour. No, I'm sorry, it's been like 20 minutes or something. Maybe?
Probably maybe
30,
20,
half hour.
30 minutes. Probably maybe 30
Okay. And
minutes.
she said vaguely 2 hours or something. Is that right?
Couple hours, she said.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell him we were invited in. Great Khan returning in 2 hours. Delay until then.
To me.
Yep, to you. You only get 20 words.
25 words.
25 words.
Take your time. I'm gonna walk slowly back to. Well, not walk, but
Have them slowly walk you back.
drag. Pretending to move my feet, kind of.
Can we take off the sheets for these here?
So this
Those
one.
two?
Alright, we'll do.
I got word that
Yeah.
Go Trek is gonna be online shortly.
And then two more.
Alright,
Next
we
two.
will
Yo, good.
delay for an hour more.
Give me the next
Wait for
couple.
an hour.
Then we kill this con.
So grungy.
Huh?
What, were you reading something?
No,
Grungy's not here yet,
I was
but
responding to what Vega said to the
Oh.
character.
Oh.
Next.
Cool.
Ain't getting past day.
Oh my. Are those
And then the
pillars?
Sheesh. How big is this place?
It's big at the palace.
And the rest.
Are those pillars?
Just keep that one there.
Ooh,
Put
a
it
set
over
of
there.
stairs.
That was
Three
the word.
sets
Cover
of
those
stairs.
doors. Cover that. Thank you.
What are you guys seeing? I cannot see. My eyes, it's glazed over.
One sec.
Yeah.
Show you one sec here. So,
My vision is weak.
if you want to move the characters on in to this room here.
Sure.
So they lead the.
Where do you want
The
them?
palace has been breached.
Oh, and a dice rolls into play.
It's a brooch birth.
And then a dice rolls in.
So she'll lead you, into this large room here, and this here, once again, the walls here, just this, white marble, and continuing on with these gold paths, inlays, onto the sides of the walls and the ceilings, as well as the pillars here, in the room here, like very well designed. As you guys go through here, there's stairs once again of just finely carved marble, stairs, leading up. One set of stairs, I believe there's one on each side, right?
Yeah.
And they lead to balconies up above, and where you see multiple doors. And once again, hanging, from the ceilings are these just ornate candelabras that have, gold lighting from this. And once the floor is this blue, as well as the ceiling, this blue colored marble, fine marble. And you do notice there's about a half dozen young human children, like sweeping the floors in here in various spots. But there's about a half dozen of mixed between boys and girls, probably anywhere from the ages of probably 8 to 12.
All children, all human children.
All human children.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Well, we know what Vega's gonna do.
Hey, we all need to get our rewards, JD. We can get different things.
Oh wow.
And then on the doors to the cross at the end of this long, pillared, just hall, this receiving room, there on this door is this just finely carved, looks like to be some sort of dragon, and it seems to be attacking. It looks like the oddest thing is, looks to be almost like what looks like Slosh and Babe, like Lizard Man.
So
Okay.
on which door? On the one?
No, this
on this
far
door.
one, yeah, this far door, like this
Not
dragon.
literally Slosh and Babe.
No, but it's got
Okay.
like this dragon is just making quick work coming. It looks like he's attacking down on Lizardmen.
Okay. So as we come into this, we see that's a pretty good distance away from us.
Yeah, but it's all lit up. I'm just
Right.
explaining the whole room
Yeah.
as she brings you in.
So she's
and you
bringing
see
us
it.
through.
Yeah, through the room,
Okay.
and you're gonna see that door.
Okay.
I don't.
Wait, Bilbo, this is Bilbo. I have a question. Sorry, it's probably stupid. Is that literally happening, or is that a painting you're describing?
It's actually like an inlay. It's carving in these gold doors, where it looks like this winged dragon is just coming down right on top of some lizard men. So it's basically a picture of it, but it's just right in, between the two doors. Like if the door opened, one side dragon wings, like the dragon would be split right down the middle.
Nice.
As you come in, but on the ground, on the surface, it looks like cowering are lizard men, like fleeing, and one's like in the claws of one.
Slosh is gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna bring up a joke to Slosh later on.
I know.
So yeah, if we're basically like in this
Yeah.
area once we see that,
Yeah.
or once it
Yeah.
becomes clearer
Once it
details.
becomes clear detail to you. Yeah. There's also doors on each side of the room as well. Large iron doors on opposite side by the stairs.
Okay.
Each set of stairs, there's also a set of doors, and those are closed. And she says, "I'll take you upstairs and show you your rooms if you'd like, and then I'll call for you or have one of our servants come down for you and for dinner."
Oh, what a marvelous thing, dude. Please tell me the significance of this depiction over here.
What?
these
What is
doors.
it? What is it? I cannot see. Closer. Closer.
Ma'am.
Okay, so you bring it over and then slosh.
Vic is like,
This is
haha. in his head.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
What is this?
Slosh drops Vega. Oh.
what?
Uh-oh. Sorry. Mix back up. That's just,
Lady Kiana.
this is a story of, I guess it's a story of some great dragon named Actra that overtook a lizard man tribe and that made them under his guise.
Interesting.
We heard of that, Phil?
Yeah, very actively,
Yeah.
yes. We have in fact met Actra. What is there?
Okay.
Where was this supposed to happen?
I don't know.
These were carved or
these
made
are-
somewhere else?
Yes, we acquired these.
Marvelous. Look at the working of this iron. Superior to my own, I must say.
Yeah, I believe these are dwarven made.
Impressive.
Makura was the name I had. It's interesting.
What made you say? I
Any
have some
any
funny
details
jokes
of the
about you,
of the
Josh.
of the actual scene outside of just the specific lizardmen or anything else? It just seems to be a general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that, why this? Why this?
Do you
I care about dragon here.
My mate, the Khan, he's fascinated with dragons. I just picked one up yesterday.
there are some that some inhabit the swamps, but they are not of the might this one must have been.
Dragons don't come here.
Not willingly.
No, that is true. Not willingly. So, but she'll take you upstairs, and
Were there any depictions on these doors?
nope.
Or decorations, or just decorative but not?
They're
Scenic.
decorative inlay with the gold and stuff, but nothing in the sense of special.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, and in fact, they were probably the least decorative in the sense of the doors you've seen so far. These would be the least. These two sets of doors seem to be the least decorative. So, take you upstairs and bring you into it. A very large room. There seems to be just this whole. It's basically up above. It's a balcony that wraps all around the whole top, and with there's rooms that are right off there, and she's gonna show you a room right there. But you can see the hall. The hall goes probably a good 100 yards down straight on each four sides. There's just tons of rooms. Going down each side. There's probably a good 10 doors on each side. It's
Right.
huge. And they have plenty of space between the doors before the next one happens.
Sure.
So, and yeah, the room that they bring you in is it has 4 beds in here, as well as table, chairs around that everybody can sit. It's very ornate, very well done. Once again, the walls are with the gold inlay in there. Except this now is in a sense more dim. and even the blue light with the sconces here and this, it's more of a lighter blue light, so it's not in the sense that you could actually sleep in here and not have it's not bright,
Right.
so
Right. Okay, so the hallway is not. I mean, everything's ornate in here,
oh yeah.
but
A little couple windows that actually you can look out.
Can't we steal the silverware yet?
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
so, but that's just.
You
This is up the stairs.
Yep, up these stairs over here on this side.
On this side.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can see your carriage out the window. If you look out the window, you
Okay.
can see your carriage.
So we go into one of the rooms this
Yep,
way, and
right,
therefore we
right
can
when you
see out
guys go
front.
upstairs. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
And she says, "I will return for you at dinner. You guys can get comfortable, wash up or whatever.
Oh, I thank you.
And if there's anything you need, just ask one of our servants, and they will acquire anything that you ask for."
It is. I thank you very much.
How about a warm bath?
Yes, absolutely. So I'll have somebody draw you up one. There's a big bath in your room here. I'll have someone draw that up for you. So
Thank you.
Excellent.
so
I thank you.
yep. So she'll step outside. About a minute later, you get a little knock on the door, and there's several children with little about gallon containers of hot water, and they'll go in and
Child, come here. Child, come here.
okay, one will come over. Yes,
Come close to me.
yes, ma'am.
Oh my god.
Little Linden. How did you get here?
I've been raised here.
For your whole life.
Yes. And she's dirty, and all of them seem to be very, not well kept or clean.
How about fed?
Yeah, actually, fed-wise, they don't seem to get malnutrition at all. It just seems to be more like dirt underneath their fingernails. They're dirty
Yeah.
in the sense of dirt than but in the sense of being fed, they actually do look healthy that way.
Where you sleep?
In our home.
Which is where?
It's in the tunnels.
Down below?
Yes, down below.
Alright, get back to my bath.
she heads on out the room, or she dumps the water and then heads out, and the other children, walk on off after they've dumped the water and head on out. The last one, the older one, maybe about 14 years old, she'll close the door and leave you guys to your own. Alright, what is the other group doing?
So we're waiting that time period. Once that time period comes around, so waiting 2 hours instead of just the one.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take 3 of the, what are they called? Rickshaws.
Alright.
And 2 people in one person in the other one. And then
Probably gonna have me be the one in the
We
other
got 4
one.
of you. But yeah.
I think my muscle is part of my weight.
So it'll take 3 to do it.
And just so it's not suspicious either, 4 fighters go in it right away. And then I'll have them leave like a minute after each other.
Okay.
Just so they don't have problems at the gate. And for mine, I want to actually be the one doing the rickshaw.
Doing the rickshaw?
Yeah, like the guy can just sit in the back and I'll do it. I'll pay him.
Oh.
I want to look tired when I get up there. Like exhausted.
Well, then you should be pulling the rickshaw with me in
Look
it.
warm.
I don't want to look that tired.
So you're running through this street.
Yeah, and I'll pay each one of them like
No, I'll pay.
4 gold.
Okay, yeah.
I'll,
should've just bought
I'll
a
pay an additional gold piece to help out. So for how many rickshaws are there?
There's 3.
Okay, so
So you're gonna give 3 gold pieces to the 3 drivers,
1 gold.
1 to each driver.
Alright, so.
As a help. As a help.
I remember those days. When I used to do that with my characters. It's awesome.
We've got Go Trek on video and soon on audio.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised Vega didn't ask the young boys to bathe her.
JD, that's your dream, not mine.
Oh no, that's a little young.
Yes.
That's a little young for me.
And me.
They need to be able to drink, because that's the only way to. Gotta be.
We're just gonna let this conversation taper off tonight.
Yep.
Who's your 50?
Okay,
Oh,
so you'll get little time goes by. You guys after your bath up there and taking care. I assuming you guys aren't doing anything else or just waiting.
I think we'll ask Vega. What do you think we should do here?
Describe the second floor again, Bill. There's a wraparound balcony that, like, would I give access to other rooms, or are there dividers so you couldn't jump room to room?
Nope, the balcony wraps around the whole middle part of the second floor, and there are 4 long hallways that stretch down probably about 100 yards each, and each side seems to have about 10 rooms on each side of these 4 different hallways that are on the second floor.
That's interior. Exterior, I could walk around the whole perimeter of the building, it appears? On the porch?
No, it's not a porch. It's a inside.
It's
It's a balcony that looks down into that.
I see.
into the room.
Into the large room with all the pillars. But yeah, you would have access to the whole second floor. So just imagine you're in like almost this grand hotel.
Yeah, that
with
makes
just
sense. Sure.
long hall, 4 long halls.
So I'll respond to Claymore in his head. I think we just wait for our friends to show up.
Okay.
And we want the con, right? So.
And are there servants out in the hallway then?
Well, your door is closed. I mean, if you
Right.
open-
So he goes out.
You open the
once
door.
she takes a bath.
Okay. If you open the door, there'll be a servant, probably a 14-year-old girl at your door. May I help you, sir?
This is but one bath. I'm not accustomed to sharing water with others.
Oh, I apologize.
Would you please refresh the bath for us?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. If she's done, we can do that.
And then
And yeah, so she'll go, call down to a couple of them, and we need to clean out the bath and bring more bath water. And some of them, what they'll do is they'll run off. If you see this, they'll open the door over here, far to the, I would just say, let's say east, and they'll run off, and go ahead and make a perception check.
visually, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And that is where's my perception? 19.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you'd think what opens up into maybe some sort of garden.
Oh, in this doorway?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And and then she'll close the door, and in a few minutes, they're coming up, and they have some empty jugs, and they're emptying the water, and then they'll wipe down the tub and everything, and then they'll pour hot water in, and then they'll scurry on out.
So Rafiq will take his bath as well.
All right.
Get cleaned up.
Slosh will go, let me get in there.
Yeah,
Rafiq, move over.
He'll When he's done, he'll be like, "Go right ahead."
Boss is always taking.
Yeah.
Paymar, are you gonna get in there too?
Who did he? I'm in.
A little
Hey,
splish
how's it
splash.
going there?
Hey, Warforce there, how's it going?
Hey, finally back from work.
All right.
Tired before.
It's all good. All good.
Nice.
Except for a few, that little halfling Stevie won't her help in Miller White form.
Okay.
Dwarven ale then, I think, right?
Yes, Dwarven Ale. That's it. Ugh.
What do you start?
But
I think
I'm glad to be here.
You smoked the halfling sour weed, I
Yeah,
think.
nice.
Yeah.
But nice. Look at this. I can keep my control. Illusion fuck.
All right. So some more time goes by, and
One of the hats.
We show up before the cons.
nope.
Yes, they got the cons show up first.
So you get another knock on your door, and it's Kiana. She's at the door, and says, "If you'd like to follow me, we can have dinner."
I couldn't see the illusion. Oh, yours doesn't.
And Dan stepped out of the room, Seth. So you need to lead this.
Okay, yep, so we will, I'll follow. Going very slowly.
Okay, perfect. So
Pretending to walk.
she'll lead you through through those doors, the dragon doors, and you guys go down some stairs, and it opens up into a large. Can you take off the characters, guys, right there?
Take the figures off.
Taking off the figures.
Taking up everything.
Holy baba.
Well, it is a large. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Lighten it up, kind of, sort of.
So a large, very large, ornate room here. Yeah, sorry, let me get back here.
See you.
So just, because it's a little hard for me to orient myself, so we came in.
We're doing this.
If we were to come in to get to where we are now, we come in, we go straight through the first set of doors, and then we have this big cross-shaped room, and then we just keep going straight, and that's where we are now.
Yep.
We went through the dragon doors.
Yeah.
Okay. Directly across from the doors that we came in to get in the house.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is kind of opposite. Let's flip this around. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. So here, there's this polished, large, marble polished table centered in this room. It's just gigantic table with chairs set up around the table, and there's food galore. You know, that you can just smell as you come in, and there's some children bustling about, kind of serving people some food, but it looks like really they're not bringing the food. It's more at the table, like they're serving these people wine. And so sitting at the table, at the end of the table, at the far end of the table, as Kiana leads you in, and she's like, "Let me introduce you to our, to our other guests here, and
Dun dun dun.
to our other guests that will be having dinner with us."
No, it's the elephant.
Now we're finally at Django Unchained. Let's get to it.
So,
Oh, wow.
first off, of course, at the end of the table, seated there, is the great Khan Jazzabol. And so sitting at the end of the table is this rather large Dao. And he is more of flesh tone.
Okay.
And he's sitting at the end of the table, and he's in looks like he's in some blue cloth, that he's ordained in, that he's wearing, and then she says, then you have.
How big, Bill? Can you give us any more on the con? Any weapons obvious or anything like that?
Nothing in the sense of obvious
How tall is
weapons, but he's sitting at the table, but you have to assume he's probably at least good 12 feet in height.
Oh my.
But he's rather large. For the cons, you'd probably say in the sense Marks, because you guys remember Marks was rather large too. In the sense of weight wise. The same thing with the con. He seems definitely overweight. And yeah, rather big boy, that's for sure.
Any armor visible?
Nope, nothing visible armor wise. No. Then next to him, there's one open seat, which you have to figure is probably for Kiana. And then the next. Sorry, let me just. Just get all their descriptions. That's enough. Next to his right, and this one, he has black hair, and he is gray skinned Dao as well. That is Lord Zeverin. And then next to him, of course, you've already met, but I don't think we how rude of me. I don't think we I gave you his name when you guys came. And his name is Zanril. Zanril.
Good stuff.
On Lord Zevran, same questions. Any armor or
No
weapon
armor.
visible?
No armor. Weapon wise for him.
And he may not be visible beneath the table. Who knows?
Yeah. It is a rather large table, and you guys are just kind of coming in.
Because it
Half
ain't
size.
wet on the-
Now you know what it feels like to be a halfling.
So,
Exactly. BFG.
It's double size.
Yeah, you can't make out if he has a weapon or not. So.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
And I mean, she doesn't have. You didn't see her with weapons either. So.
No, and she has no armor either.
No armor. Mm-mm. So yeah, none of the Dao here seem armored at all.
Okay, maybe. Have we seen any Dao armored?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so it's not like their skin is just so tough they don't need it or something.
You probably
personal
would know
choice.
a little bit about that it can be, but it's maybe personal choice too.
Okay.
So
Zanril?
yep. And then you have there's Lady Lapis, and she's a drow. You see her. And then and Jornsen, and this is where you see the Illithid.
Ah,
No.
And then back, actually even right when you come in, at the door right by you guys to your right when you come in, there's two male drows that are just standing on each side of the door. That is right there. Standing, purely, at attention.
Do they have guards?
So,
Now, just
So-
where's the vault?
yeah, please take this. That's fine.
Where's the vault?
place the vault. Please
Bilbo,
take a seat.
Sanriel, did we get any armor or anything off of him previous?
Oh no, he had no armor on either.
Okay. And then tell us a little more about Jornsen, just whatever we see.
Yeah, so Jornsen, so he's sitting in purple robes, and he doesn't even really pay attention. He doesn't even turn towards you guys when you come into the room, and he's just sitting, sitting at the table, and right next to Lady Lathis. And she also, you can't see any weapons on either of them, but they both have purple robes on, and so if they did have weapons, they could be covered. The two male warriors at the door, they both are in like black chain shirts. Both have hand crossbows and short swords on their side. So. And they seem very slender, very, I mean, in a sense, because you guys have fought Drow already, so, you've definitely, they look like a couple of tough ones that you guys probably fought. So, but please take a seat. And Jazzabol, yes, take the seat. And she kind of is going to put you guys on the opposite side of the Illithid and the Drow, so you guys will be on the opposite side of there. So
You mean like staring right at the beast?
yeah.
So it could just reach across the table with its tentacles and suck your brain, Vega.
You really
I'm
gotta
pretty sure it's like a 20-foot
Big
table.
table, yeah, exactly.
it's a very big table. Yeah. So no, none of that.
He's got long tentacles.
How was my disguise? Did I do a pretty good job looking like this guy?
Oh well, I mean,
You think so?
you think so? Yeah. I
Very
mean,
good.
yeah,
Pretty similar.
Pretty similar. Yeah.
Now you get to study and figure out
Exactly.
for the future how to do it better.
All right. So
Wait,
Slither and Rubikai sit you down, and where do you direct those two to do now?
Stand right behind me.
All right. Perfect. So they'll stand right behind you. So yeah, the children will like bring wine to you, or offer to pour wine in your goblets. So and then at the end of the table, Jazzabol speaks up. So what I understand is you wish to pick a diamond right from my mines. Is that correct?
Yes, I need one that has not been touched by hands.
Such a weird request. What may I ask the why?
It is my belief that the hands that touch it pollute the diamond. It should not see light. It should not ever be birthed from the earth.
Well, I mean, I can grant such a request, even though it's a rare request. How much? I mean, were you looking? I mean, for something that's not pulled out yet. I mean, and not touched. It's hard to kind of gauge value. I mean, I could take you to one of our mines that we've been very successful, but if you're coming to just take something purely out of the ground, it's very hard to determine its
It must
value.
be of high value. Not just any stone. It must be big. At least as big as your heart.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we could grant that request. I'd have to set something up, maybe in a day or two, if you have the time for that.
Yes. It's very heavy here, but I will try.
Well, until then, you can be our guests and stay here if you'd like. All right, as
Thank you.
you guys pull on up.
We walk up to the front door.
Okay.
Knock on the door.
There's this big gong on the side of the door with big long pole to
I'll pick it.
basically knock on.
I'll pick it up and just go.
All right. So inside, you guys hear. Doo, dong, doo, dong.
Is it Big Ben?
Ding dong. Oh, we must have some other visitors. Oh, at dinner time too. Hopefully I can do away with them very quickly, or see who they are. Maybe we didn't. Dear, did you expect anybody else? He's like, no, I didn't invite anybody over tonight. That's your doing. So, she will actually get up from the table, and she says, excuse me, I'll be back, and she walks through, and she leaves the big doors open, and yeah, so you guys can even kind of see, well, the stairs are high, you're not going to see that actually. So she goes up the stairs and out, but you guys can't see beyond that. So you guys.
She leaves this set of doors open, or
yeah,
that set of doors
that
open.
set of doors
and
open,
she leaves.
and there's some stairs going up. So she goes up those stairs, and so you can't see. Yeah, you're more at the end.
At the end with.
I'll draw it
these
out
kind
next
of-
time. So.
You ready, Warforcer? It's coming.
And so so the door open. A couple minutes goes
Yeah,
by.
I figured so.
And the doors open, and there stands and since you are online now, Grotech, you see this beautiful, probably 9 foot tall, light purple skin, and very slender for a doll that you guys have seen, and seems very kind of light on her feet. And she says, and also behind her are 3 earth elementals. And she says, may I help you?
So like, what Garther's gonna be doing is like look like he's in a search of panic, like because of the giants are after him.
Okay.
And so he's looking all panicky, looking around and whatnot. He says, "Yes, I hope you can help me. My name is Butrid Bitteraxe. These are my fellow companions, Finbar, Tovin, and Mr. Goodhammer, my brother, this dwarf right here. We've heard of the great Khan Jazzabol, and I come traveling from the plane of Harthron, and we got transported here by a witch. Well, we actually ended up killing her companion, a great king, a great fire giant king, and she teleported away, and we got lucky enough to jump in the teleportation to go after her. But we landed here on Tureen, right? Tureen.
Yeah.
And we lost her because obviously it's dark here, and we saw this great light city. We thought, hey, let's go there. Now I'm running from fire giants. Oh, all the giants pretty much at what's the tavern name? Arena. Mark's arena.
Oh, that filthy place.
Yes, I had to make a little bit of coin here, being a warrior, and I got to fight the Great Nordicon. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard rumblings of some human warrior that's good doer.
Well, anyways, I have this great maul that I heard the great Jazzabol used for combat is a maul.
Yes, he uses them all.
And I figured, why not give him a great offering from another king. This maul is a maul of force.
You're gonna offer it to him?
Yes, as an offering for safety from these giants, because I don't want to be out there on the street with these giants chasing after me. And I also have this crown that I took off the king's head of the fire giant.
Oh, wonderful.
And I don't know about you guys, because I can't tell time here, because there seems to be none. But it's usually around dinner time for us, and heard you guys have some great hospitality and ale.
Well, where did you hear that from? That might be true, but where did you hear that from?
Just the words on the street when I was asking around to who should I talk to about selling a great mall to.
Well, I thought you were
offering it. Yes, once I heard the Great Khan, that's when I.
So what fire giants are you? So from this tavern?
Yes, this tavern. The champion of that tavern, the fire giant champion. Yes, that champion is after me.
All right. Well, why don't you come on in here and have a seat, and I will get the Great Khan, and he can talk to you. I'm sorry, we're entertaining some guests right now, so this is kind of unexpected.
I'm sorry.
So,
but I am just worried for my life and my fellow companions.
So she's gonna let you into the foyer area, and she says, "Just wait here."
Will do.
And
thank you for at least letting us in your house.
And she opens these great doors. And she's gonna leave. The 3 earth elementals stay.
Yeah, I figured we're fighters.
By the way, Mardor can't take his eyes off her. He's just been on her. Ooh, kind of looking at her. So it's very obvious that even though he's not saying anything, that he's just been eyeing her like no tomorrow.
And she closes the door. So for you guys, a couple minutes, and so Jazzabol is, eating down at the end, and he's like, "So is there any other diamond?" Kiana said that there was another diamond that you were interested in purchasing as well, or is it that more depends on what size you find in the mines that determines what you're gonna buy another one, or what?
Yes, mon cher. We be seek the diamond of blood, born in darkness, one that never see the light of day. We need a glowing ruby that beats like a troll heart, and a black diamond pure enough to trap the soul of an evil demon.
So you're looking for 3 diamonds in all. Is that correct?
And we need the unbirthed diamond. That's the most important. And that's why we wait.
Okay, so you want to purchase that, you want to see what that one's valued at.
Yes.
And then go from there. Is that correct?
Yes, mon cher, yes.
Alright. And then, go ahead.
She'll look over at the illicit.
Yep.
And she'll say,
You some wicked Tati. Your blood very powerful. Mayhaps we bargain for it. Maybe we trade a vial of Claymore blood for a vial of your blood. He not a full witch, but his blood is powerful too.
Wow. Why did you just Oh my god. What?
apologies to everyone who truly speaks Cajun out there on the internet. I should have started with that apology.
Okay, well, and you should apologize probably to all the Louisianans for taking the name Marie Laveau.
Well, I mean, I'm honoring her.
Down in Louisiana where the black trees grow, there's a voodoo.
Oh, way to go, JD. Keep
Marie
going.
Laveau.
Give yourself inspiration.
Right? Got a black cap, mojo, and a hollow bone.
I don't even know
Anybody
this.
leave her? What?
Keep going. Do it louder.
You've never heard that?
No, not at all.
You're
No,
kidding.
I didn't grow up south of Mason-Dixon.
Oh, wow. It's a good song. It's funny.
I don't wear cowboy boots, dude, so no.
Yeah, that's true. You don't. So.
The female drow says he would not be interested in giving you any of
Oh, I
his,
love it. He doesn't talk either, just like me.
any of his blood. I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen today or tomorrow or next week for that matter.
Just ask him for some ink.
So it says, where did you say
Squid.
where do you guys hail from?
Claymore. My son explains what he wants. I keep myself to myself.
Except when you want something.
Oh, of course, just like all of us.
So Claymore, where did you say you're from?
Well, Mother, when she takes us here to explain that this is the land of Earth, or the plane of Earth, terrene, you call this?
Yes, this is terrene.
We are from what is called the prime material plane of the world of Harthron.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just curious. So, and then Kiana comes back into the room, and she says, "Excuse me, Jazzabol, I don't know if you have a visitor, and I don't know if we want to let them in. I apologize, but I don't know. I think there's some people that you may have had dealings with at the door. Maybe it's chasing you down, Marie. It's like a couple of dwarves, and you're."
I totally forgot she's a witch.
Oops.
And a Goliath. You're looking like a Goliath, right? Still,
Yeah.
You look like a Goliath.
Yeah, I think we
Just
did.
a
Just
Couple
different.
of
Yeah,
dwarves,
right.
a Goliath, and a human, and they said that they killed, I guess, some fire giant king, but the witch opened from what I understand, probably a portal here, and they chased in after. Maybe
She starts
you?
nodding.
Yes, we have many enemies. Bring them to me, please.
And then the fight starts.
Well, yeah, but if this gets out of control, why don't we head towards them versus bringing them here?
I will take care of them.
I would-
no worries.
I would not
no
like
worries.
my room here soiled with blood. That's more for the front of the house. If it's
There will be no blood. I just talked to them.
That happened.
Okay.
How many are there?
There was 4 of them.
Oh, no, bring them to me, please. It's very hard for me to walk.
Well,
Persuasion.
all right, go ahead.
Alright, you rolled a 9, that's a 22.
Sheesh!
Well, I'm only good at a few things, but
Persuasion is one of them. She's the best whore in Louisiana.
hey now.
All right, well,
We'll edit that out in post.
I guess we'll bring them down here. Jazzabol, do you want to come with me and we can talk to them and maybe lead them into the house and see? They have some sort of mall that they want to give you. So he'll stand up, and now he's rather large, and now right by the table or right on the floor. Yeah, he picks up this big great maul, puts it over his shoulder. All right.
Claymore starts drooling.
Let's go find out what's going on. So, and so they leave the room. So,
As they're gone. So now they're
and
back.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
I want to do a sleight of hand, like
Okay.
to try to drink my fire giant's drink.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, make a roll.
Oh, we're starting to fight then. We're starting to fight.
15.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Then you get a cat
Yes.
tossing it out the door. You get a cat.
Yes.
I'm not sure what kind of time elapsed, but was that other potion able to be created?
That's
I
what
don't know the time.
the fire giant.
Yeah, was that the one that it took more time?
Yeah, that's the one that Garther assumed. We assumed that you would have gave it to Garther.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank
so-
you, brother.
You should have gave it to me.
All right.
Yeah, I could
Next
use
time
it
I
too.
call getting it.
The Lady Lathis also turns her head back to the Drow warriors, and if you guys do any of you speak Undercommon in there?
I speak Elvish. I could be wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
I got it. I got it covered.
All right. So
Of course.
in Undercommon, says to the Drow warrior at the door, why don't you tell Duith, North, and Korth to come up here too? There might be a fight. And he opens the door and says, yells down the stairs, there might be a fight, and the lady would like your presence. So, all right. So at the front,
6 elementals.
the front door opens up,
Oh.
and
Wait.
now
Wait. Before they come,
okay.
I'll do it in the fight.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be savage.
Yeah, just
All right.
chill.
No, wait,
So
we're not fighting just yet.
Just chill.
all right.
Oh, I was worried, man.
I know. I'm like, no, don't do this. This is where you have to
Should
have
have gone with the
patience and
suggestion
control.
on it.
Okay.
All right. So the
Okay.
door opens again, and now besides Kiana, now is the great Khan Jazzabol, who stands before you.
You must be the great Jazzabol.
He's got this large maul on his side and says, "So you have an offering for me?"
Yeah, it looks like you have a pretty nice mall up there, but I'd love to offer you this probably even better mall.
Well, we'll see about
Exactly, we'll see. Your wife was telling me that you guys already have guests,
that. Yes.
but I was hoping. I'm very hungry. My fellow companions are hungry. We've been fighting in Mark's arena, actually. I fought the Great Nordicon and a couple fire giants during that time, and
You beat Nordicon?
I did not beat Nordicon, but I stood toe to toe with them for at least 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
It lasted
You
in the
fought
ring
2 minutes with Nordicon. Make a
Fingers
perception.
throughout the palace.
I doubt that.
I fought with
I don't
them.
know anybody that's lasted 2 minutes in the ring with Nordicon.
Let's just say we had a going out. Me and him fought, and I've heard around on the streets that you used a mall,
Yes.
and we're kind of looking for safety right now because these fire giants are pretty mad at me. I beat the mess out of them.
You beat the mess out of how many fire giants?
2, and he killed 1.
You killed a fire giant in the Marcus Arena? Alright. Fantastic. That's great. So you guys are warriors, huh?
Oh yes, we love to
Alright.
fight, but there no fighting in this household. We don't condone that. We are very civilized, and we're just looking for safety and a nice meal.
Alright.
As he says
here. First, why don't you give me this mall? Let me check this mall out.
Cool. As he says that, Mardor places a hand on Flamesor's shoulder gently. Just in case.
All right.
No,
Well,
I'm
yeah, this
about
is
to
rather
say
nice. I'll
my
have to check it out.
It's a
He
mall
hands it
of-
back to one of the
8
Earth
feet tall.
elementals.
It's a mall of force, so it will push enemies back
And my
when
shoulders
they
are
get too
about half
close.
again as wide as yours.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, but I'm like twice as strong
That
as
is something special.
Only if you drink a potion.
No.
And
And you have a crown too?
yes, I also have this crown that I took off of this mighty king,
You wanna see
fire giant, and
I can lift.
here you go.
Travis comes down to grab it here, puts it on his head. Well, I'm a Khan, but I guess Khan King, you
We're
know,
pretty much the same
pretty
thing.
much right in different places.
This crown in particular has, you see those beads on the top? Those are beads of force. And whenever you throw one of those beads, you can trap somebody in it.
I like you guys. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, it's just itching his side here. I'm gonna tell you something. So Kiana here says that you were in a fight with some witch with the fire.
Yes, sir.
And you
his
guys
companion.
are chasing after her. Well, how about if I told you she's right in my dining room right now?
You have to be lying to me. I've been looking for this girl for 4 days now.
Well, she's having dinner with us right now. So if you want, I can take you right to her right now. But she's like, I'm pretty sure she's ready to cast some spells. And I don't know if you're ready. You know, witches. Now,
I think we can take the spells if you're going to allow us into your house to kill this foul creature and rid her of existence.
You know what? Kiana, I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a little mess here, but why not see a little entertainment in the house? So she's like shaking her head. No, I like the offering here better than 100,000 rupees or some gems. So yeah, if you want to go in there and do away with her and their 2 lizard men and this guy in a funny hat, you know, so be it.
She's already moved on that quick.
You know? So come on, I'll lead the way.
Come on, boys, let's go.
She's like, really, dear? Do we have to do this now? She's like, hey, it's entertainment. I've been bored for a long time, and these guys are warriors. He fought Nordicon. She's like, I don't really care. This is gonna be something to see. I mean, you're probably gonna slaughter them. Boy, we should get you in a better fight. I could arrange that too. Don't you do away with them? I could arrange you with a good fight.
Damn.
I love some good fights.
You missed out on the big coin with this.
I was being tied up with the dang bureaucracy here. I just never get out there to just wail on
crush
some
a
heads
skull.
and crush skulls. I miss it. You know,
You're gonna see a skull get crushed tonight.
so busy with slaving, just so much work, not enough time to have fun. So at least I'm gonna be entertained watching you guys crush their skulls in. So come on down.
You're gonna be in good for a good one.
Oh, and she's like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Cleaning off. So he's gonna lead and she'll be in the rear. The 3 earth elementals, they seem to kind of wander off to when you guys get into the main chamber where the balcony was. They seem to more head towards to the right, to some double doors.
To put the stuff away.
That they seem to be
To the
going.
left?
He's wearing the crown, but they took
The mall to the left.
to the right, to your right. When you're coming through, to your right.
So is that the? Alright, never mind. I wasn't there for the servant
So
talk.
yeah, so they go through it. You probably see them because they open the doors or walking by and stuff, and it goes into some sort of big garden.
Okay, so they go towards the garden.
I'll
Yeah, and
finish this
they
once.
seem to close the door, and
If I get crit,
then they
I'll finish it
start.
up.
He starts leading you down the stairs, and
If I do that though,
he says, Marie and Claymore. Here are the four that you want to talk to.
You're gonna die, witch.
She looks up, glassy-eyed. Come closer to me.
Can we get the table and stuff in here?
Oh, you want the whole?
I want it all drawn out.
Yes.
To the
And I also want the
side when I
figures.
attack.
I want the
This is
figures.
gonna
I want the
be
figures
important.
too. I want the figures out here too. I want to see the figures. I want to see the figures.
All right, give me.
I want to see the figures. I want to do it. I want to do it all.
I want to check. It's,
You know I'm faster
It
than
is
this.
5 o'clock.
I was gonna say it's getting close, and yeah.
You need
It
to
might be best.
I'm glad I got a little nap
Go give
before I
Grandma a
have to go
hug
to
and
work
ask for
tonight.
another.
Oh, we
Well, I'm
wrapping
gonna
soon?
go up. We might wrap up here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna check with the wife too, but I think this might be a good
And
spot
he
to
has a
stop.
second wife, JD.
Well, JD, I'm gonna need more sleep or
I need to
whatever.
get. Yeah, I need to go home and take a nap.
Butrid, get behind and
Are
give him a
you
little
off
back
next
row.
Saturday, or you don't know yet?
I'm working 6 days a week until we go on vacation. So I don't even know what the one day is going to be that I'm going to have off. She called me today to ask if she could put me in a couple different places that she doesn't normally put me.
You gotta work double hard to earn extra money to go to Vegas to lose it.
Who says I'm going to lose it? I'll have you know, the last time I was in Vegas, I made it to the final table at the poker tournament. I was the only one of our group other than the one that lived there.
That is actually not addressing the point. It's not telling you whether you ended up or down.
Yeah, but I agree with JD. It's probably a good
This is a good place to stop, I
spot
think,
to
to be
stop
honest
because
with
this
you.
will be a fight.
Yeah, I'd rather start. I'd rather
dive into the
I want to
fight
see
just a
this.
little
I want to
bit.
see this.
Yeah.
I want to see this clash and be able to continue on with it, not start it and then have to
Yeah,
walk away from
I
it.
agree, and that'll be good for.
Yeah, true.
But the one caveat that
Yeah,
I would ask,
I'm
Phil.
gonna go ahead and sign out here. Let me do this. Here
Oh,
first.
okay.
So, next Saturday, please join us as we
Kill the con.
kill the con
Hopefully.
and see how
As we roll initiative.
as we roll initiative and see how
I'm gonna roll my
see how this all goes. Also, please tune in on Wednesday nights at 6:30 Central Time, where we are actually running a group through the Tales from the Yawning Portal. We are in the Sunless Citadel. We'll be going to episode 4, but you can check us out on our YouTube and get all caught up before then. If you do some binge watching as set out in television. And please, if you've made it this far watching us, go ahead. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. And if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. We're a small channel trying to get going here. And so any little bit really helps us. With that, we're going to go ahead and sign out. Remember, it's cool to be a geek. Pass it on. Happy gaming. See you next Saturday.
Always
Remember,
looking
it's
for
cool to be-
female players.
Remember, it's cool to be a geek. Pass it on. Bye.